What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist, real estate agent, and entrepreneur, and I document the journey, and I teach people, and I am creative and do creative cool stuff sometimes. So today, I want to tell you the 10 steps to get your real estate license because I was confused. Okay. First step, you got to take your real estate course. I'm not going to go on all this BS about, you got to make sure that you really want to be in the real estate. No, just take your real estate course if that's what you want to do. I assume at this point you've already done some thinking. You can do it online, you can do it in person. I made a whole video about how you can do it on the CE shop. I personally like that one, but there's tons of other options. I have a link in the description if you want to do the CE shop. That's the first thing you got to do. Just take your real estate course. For me, it took me about 3 months, but I also have a full-time job. I run my own marketing thing, so it took me a lot of extra time, and then I also postponed it a little bit because I didn't really want to do it. So yeah, you need to go fast. No matter what you do, you got to do that. You got to take your Unit 1 for South Carolina. That's the one I took. It's 60 hours. You got to finish that. That's the first step. Okay, after that, if you take the CE shop, I don't know what you have to do for all those other ones, but if you go to the CE shop, I had to take a proctored exam. It feels like a legit test. I thought it was the actual final exam, but it wasn't. It cost me $25, and you got to pass that in order to get your certificate that says that you passed the course. Very important. You got to do that. Number 3, at that point, you have to register with LLR. If I could remember what that stands for, I would tell you. But for me, it was the South Carolina Real Estate Commission. You have to register with them, and they will start to track your progress and let you know what else that you need to do, and then you're assigned someone who tells you what you need to do. Yeah, so it's really important that you register with your real estate commission at LLR. It's like, mine was like llr.something.com. And if you are confused by anything I'm saying, with almost every video, I have a blog post. So if you go to coleconnor.com/blog, or you click the link in the description, you will see kind of like a more detailed version of what I'm talking about. Next thing you have to do is you need to get a criminal background check. So for me, I thought I was done after I took the proctored exam, and I was like, yeah. And then I go to the LLR thing, and I'm like, no, there's way more that I have to do. It sends you directions on how to do this, and it was pretty clear. But you also had to pay a fee for that. So there's another little fee included. I don't remember the exact amount, but I feel like it was like $50, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's probably different for every state. I don't know, but I had to make an appointment. It seemed kind of sketch because it was in a room randomly at some school, but there was just a dude and he was cranking out fingerprints. So I went and did that, and that was a whole thing that I did not know that I had to do. And then once you do that, it gets sent in, and you have to wait for them to make sure that you're not a criminal. So that's a whole nother waiting process. After they make sure you're not a criminal, step number 5 is you schedule with PSI your exam. And this is your exam. For me, to schedule my state and my national, it was $55. No, $65. Yeah, you just schedule the exam. And step 6 is study. This is an obvious one that I am saying out loud, is you need to study a good bit for your exams. I think I gave myself for the first time, I gave myself 7 or 8 or 9 days, something like that. I don't remember exactly. And I passed the national the first time, and then I did fail the state, but then I took it again the next week and I passed. Okay, so after you study, you have to pass the exam. So like I said, I did that, and I did fail it once. And so, but it was a whole nother week process. That's really the whole point of what I'm trying to tell you, is that it's not this easy deasy thing that you just get done super quickly. It is a process. So yeah. After you take that exam, you think you're all done. You're like, yes, I get to be a real estate agent. No, you have to finish Unit 2. Maybe I should have done this, but I didn't. And maybe that's one of the good things about going to an online, or going to another type of school. School is, you have to take Unit 2 before you can actually get your physical license, which is 30 hours of course. Yeah, if you're in person, maybe you could do that in a couple days. And I'm trying to do it in a couple days. I'm actually still in the process of doing that. You have to finish that course before you can actually get your license. Then this is going to be step number 9, is you have to submit. Once you pass the PSI exam, you get this little piece of paper. Maybe I can put it up on the screen. You have to prove that you passed everything you need to pass, and that you got your Unit 2 course completion, and you have to pay another $50 fee. You got to do that. And if you already have a broker in charge or a broker that you're planning on going with, you have to have them sign. If you don't, you don't have to do that. I'm getting mine signed right now. And then number 10, it's time to make some cash. That's the last thing. I highly recommend going ahead and getting involved in a brokerage. I only say that because a month ago, when I thought that I had passed everything and I was good to go, I did that. I did my research and I was like, I want to go with EXP. And I found a team in my local-ish area, and it just really was like, it made everything just seem so real, and it made it seem like right now this is happening. I started to learn stuff already. I'm having team meetings already. It just was good. It was a good and positive thing that I went ahead and moved forward with that. And they also encouraged me and gave me tips on how to pass the exam. So I recommend figuring that out first. And yeah, so just make some cash. That's what I'm trying to do this year. I'm on a goal to $10K a month. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. You can make it happen in this world. I believe it. I'm using my YouTube channel to try to prove it. I'm going to be having different resources and documenting the journey along the way. So if you want to like tune in to what I'm doing as a real estate agent, as an artist, as an entrepreneur, please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know if this was helpful. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Every day I wake up with a vision. Cooking in the kitchen, ain't no fucking in the mission. Like, yo, shaking up your city with my bitchin'. Sold in the building, and the motherfucker fizzing like, whoa.